What's going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we got a brand new video still on Bitcoin, and I want to start this video off a little bit different, looking at something Peter Schiff said about him wishing that he got in on Bitcoin when he heard about it, when he first heard about it, just to kind of show that even Bitcoin's biggest haters wish that they had Bitcoin.
If you could think of one thing you wish you knew when you were younger, like you wish that everybody kind of knew and got, like
Well, there are a lot
what
of
do you want
things.
to?
Obviously, look, clearly I wish I'd have bought Bitcoin, right, when I first heard about it. That was a key
That's the
mistake.
number one. That's
I,
awesome.
no, but I mean, obviously, and, I was I was wealthy at the time. I mean, I'm wealthier now, but could I have put $100,000 in it? Yeah, I could have. I mean, I put $100,000 in other things that turned out poorly. Could I have put $1 million in it? I could have. I think it's a stretch to think I would have made that big a bet on that. But again, I put $1 million into other investment opportunities and that didn't work out even that, so I could have, but obviously I could be, one of the Bitcoin billionaires. I mean, I was
Mm-hmm.
in a position because I knew about it early on
Mm-hmm.
and I had the resources to buy it. And I was a free market, hard money libertarian guy. So, I mean, I had that opportunity. So clearly, yeah, if I can go back in time, that's one of the things I would do. Like, a lot of other things I would do, once you know how things turn out.
So that's just kind of a little crazy to think about. But whenever you think about Bitcoin, I mean, Peter Schiff is someone who constantly hates on Bitcoin on Twitter and on shows and stuff. And here he is saying that he wishes he would have got in when he first heard about it. So even Bitcoin's biggest haters and people who think Bitcoin is completely worthless wish that they had some originally back whenever they first heard about it. But I just thought that was kind of interesting from Peter Schiff. So we'll hop into Bitcoin price stuff, and look what we've got here was basically spot on thinking about Bitcoin hitting this upper trend line or this ascending channel line right here about $44,000 and bounced all the way back up to almost 47, and this is going to be a big level, trying to get over 47. We've already known that, gone over that quite a bit, but getting over 47, the biggest hurdle yet. As you can see, we've had, we've been trying to this level for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, 5 if you count this wick here, so this will be the 6th day of trying to get to that $47,000 level. And a big thing with this price move that could actually help it propel Bitcoin over this and ultimately into this big non-resistance area is going to be the shorts data. And that is right here, and as you can see, the shorts are up over 2,000 short, up 18% over in the day. Well, Bitcoin is challenging $47,000. Longs are still down, so the same thing that we've seen, because longs are down, that's low leverage in the price itself. That's why I've been saying the price is healthy with Bitcoin. It's fine for these drops because it's not triggering liquidations of longs. But we have the exact opposite of the short liquidation that could happen in the near term if Bitcoin continues to rise up, gets over 47,000 and manages to kind of hold that level as support and go up a little bit more. But even getting over 47, maybe getting close to 48, we could see these shorts start to get liquidated pretty heavily. And this isn't a ton of shorts, but it might be enough to be able to propel Bitcoin to $50,000, which would be obviously another huge level, an emotional benchmark level. So it's not a huge spike in shorts. Like, we were around just under 4% and we're around 5% now. So it's not like a huge spike in shorts and stuff. But it is enough shorts and it's a big interest where I think people would have seen this fall from 47 and fall down here to 44,000 and say, the market's weak, Bitcoin's going lower, even though 2,000 isn't a lot of shorts. So it's not like there's extreme confidence shorting Bitcoin, but to think that it's going lower when the longs is not very leveraged anyways is where you can get burned. And as you see, this area is probably where most of the shorts started to come in, and then we see this explosion up. So I would think shorts, and you can actually see this is exactly, it was almost 2,200 short at this point. This first rally up, we got still around 2,100, another rally up, and we're still at 2,000. There's only been 50 shorts that's been liquidated or closed, however they ended up. So I think reasonably that these shorts are not very strong shorts. They're something that could easily get liquidated. I mean, we see this pump here. Obviously, there's still interest, and getting over this line, $47,000, will be the first massive test. And then I think liquidation of shorts, if it's not going to be a massive one, but at least get it up to 49,000 and hopefully get that push to 50K. And after that, it's just no resistance zone here all the way to 58,000. 60K and new all-time highs. And as for the fundamentals of Bitcoin, this is the Lightning Network capacity. The Lightning Network lets you send and receive Bitcoin for either free or like a fraction of a penny and instantly. So you can see the capacity of the Lightning Network just skyrocketing, the growth, adoption, taking off. It is over 2,300 Bitcoin that it has the ability to use, which is obviously ton of money already. And the majority of what the Lightning Network is for is remittances, use of the currency in places like El Salvador, who is making it legal tender. It's a lot easier and a more cost-effective to use Lightning Network and the Strike app to just send payments back and forth for basically free, if not free, and instantly. And then the remittances, it is massive for that because, I mean, people pay what? You could pay like 30% on a remittance sending money from the U.S. to a different country. If you move to the U.S. and want to send money back to family, that can cost you 30%. So if you had $100, it could cost you $30 to send that, so they only get $70. Now, with Lightning Network, it could cost you a fraction of a penny, so literally nothing, if not nothing, and then they get basically all of the money, so it's good for everybody. And other news, Wells Fargo has registered a private Bitcoin fund, and this is crazy because we talked about before about what happened with Apple and Apple's IPO, when the entire market, everything was saying Apple's too risky, Apple's not going anywhere, it's bad, it's this, that, and the other, and ultimately Apple became the most valuable company in the world. And if you had gotten in on the IPO price and just held Apple, you would have been absolutely had great returns and a lot of money. And that's what happened with a lot of wealthy people, because banks and stuff had private funds where they would allow wealthy customers to be involved in this and, you know, tell them it's fine for the long term, just hold on. And the public and retail investors got the it's too risky, don't even worry about it, don't get involved message, and they missed out. So Bitcoin has a private fund with wealthy customers getting involved, while the public is getting told Bitcoin's risky. You know, it's a speculative asset. It's only used for illegal things. It's this and that, and it's terrible. So what do you think happens next? And finally, just an interesting kind of comparison. If you look at 1975, the market cap of gold peaked at $1.2 trillion, corrected 50%, and then shot straight up to $5 trillion. And in 2021, Bitcoin topped at $1.2 trillion, corrected 50%, and guess what might happen to follow next? Honestly, I don't know how good of a comparison this would be, but it could make a lot of sense when you compare Bitcoin to gold and balance sheets and store value and stuff. That I think this could happen, but I don't know how fair of a thing it would be to compare it to. But that would put Bitcoin's price right here at $325,000 per coin, roughly at $5 trillion market cap. So this is just taking the rough $65,000 top and multiplying it by 5x. So it's going to be a little lower than that, but it'll be around 300,000-ish per Bitcoin if this is to happen, and if this goes and takes off to a $5 trillion market cap. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. Interesting take from Peter Schiff, the guy who hates Bitcoin, wishes he got into it when he first heard about it, and the fundamentals screaming great, the price bouncing back, and we have the ability of the shorts getting liquidated, pushing the price over that $50,000 level, which will be an amazing first step to get to. But as always, guys, remember to smash that like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. See you guys in my next video.